Hello, everyone. You are live with Johnathan Maness, aka the One Leg Bandit. Thank you very much for spending some time with me tonight. What I'm doing tonight is a stimulus check challenge checkup. Okay, it's been 30 days since the stimulus check challenge began. That's how fast time goes by. You know, it just flies. And what I'm trying to do is help people make money by either creating their own business, getting into set asides, federal contracting, whatever it takes for you to go ahead and start making money. That's what I am trying to help people do. I have a lot of knowledge. I've helped procure over $1 billion with a B for my clients over the last 12 years. I know exactly what I'm doing in the federal marketplace, and I know how to help guide folks that are trying to go all the way from A to Z. And where the rubber meets the road, where it gets thick, where people have questions, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help get you across the finish line and win your first contract or get your first grant. So whatever you're trying to do, I am here for you. So first and foremost, little call to action. Please go to YouTube, Johnathan Maness, and subscribe to my channel and keep following me here on LinkedIn Live. Thank you, LinkedIn Live, for this platform. I love it very much. I've already been able in 30, 45 days to help so many people. We're all on the same path. We're all making money. And it's just, you know, some people have to start a little bit slower than others. But, you know, as long as you're moving forward towards the finish line, that's what matters to me. So, my number one question with the stimulus check challenge, everybody was talking about, stimulus check, what are you going to do with it? A lot of people invested, as you could see what was happening with the stock market, and a lot of people made money, with GameStop and AMC, and good for them. And as you can tell, though, the big guys are trying to corner them and, make out like they're doing something wrong, that they're only going to let you go so far. But one thing about it, when you have your own business, when your title is CEO or whatever you're doing, you are in complete control of your business and the destiny. And if you believe in it and you have passion about what you're doing, nothing can stop you. I know that for a fact because I started with absolutely nothing, but I had belief. I knew my mission. I laid it all out and I followed it to the T, and it was not easy. And, it gets difficult, but I stuck to the game plan and was able to create a successful business, which is helping so many people. It's, I'm with my partnerships now, I'm able to help, amputees like myself. I'm able to help stroke victims. I'm able to help diabetic victims. Just so many amazing, wonderful partnerships, and people have brought their ideas together so we can help make the VA and the world a better place by getting top quality products out there. So that was my mission and what I was wanting to do. Now, look, I am live. I want anyone that's out there that is watching live today, please, you can call me today, 727-452-5452. I will take your call live on the stream today, answer your questions. You can throw anything out there, federal contracting wise, business wise, money related, whatever you need to go over. I am here to help you. There's a lot of questions out there. It's the unknown in the federal contracting world. And, a lot of people don't even try it because they think it's too complicated to make it. And I'm not, saying I have every answer, but I do know one thing. I've been around the block, through the thick, through the thin. I don't take no for an answer, and I've dug so far that I have a lot of the answers out there that can definitely get you going and get you making money. So what does owning a business mean to you, my watchers out there? I mean, to me, just to let everybody know, owning a business, to me, it is given so much freedom. It's opened my eyes to what we really need to strive for, and trying to take care of your people and just, an overall mission. And a lot of people, are starting a business by themselves, that you got to worry about yourselves right now, and I can help you do that. Or some people have, 200 people that they have to take care of, and I can definitely help you with that, because the best thing about federal contracting is there's opportunities out there that you don't even know about that are right in your wheelhouse. It never fails. I mean, every time I talk to a new client or a new partner, I open their eyes and they're like, are you telling me there was a contract in my state for $1 million a year doing exactly what I do? And I say, yeah. And I tell them the person who won it, and they get so upset because they knew that they saw the new trucks, they saw the new vehicles that these business owners was driving, and how they were supporting their family and their business, and they didn't know how to get there. And that's what I can do. I can teach you how to get there. So any questions that come to mind during this live stream, I want you to click on that comment button, comment it, and I'll answer immediately and get you on the right track, because Stimulus Check Challenge is all about you either starting your own business, learning how to utilize your set aside, or just any question at all about making money. That's what I am here to do. I'm going to help you make some money. So the first thing I want to do is I want to teach you a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to do my share screen here. Check this out. And we're going to go to beta.sam.gov. And this is one thing that I do every morning, no matter what. This is the first thing I check. I also use the APP portal, but I do both. But I want to teach everyone here. Please take a look at this. You go to beta.sam.gov. And you click here and you click on contract opportunities. And my primary NAICS code is 423450. And you click search. Okay. And it searches by relevance. Okay. So, there's different things you can do. You can click last updated date, whatever you need to do. So last updated date, that will bring the most recent up to the top. Okay. So, here's some AEDs. Here's ECAT branch, a monitor, medical oxygen supplies. There's tons of opportunities here that, are right in my wheelhouse. So every day I check this thing, because you never know what's coming out and what's not coming out. And you want to be looking for things that come out, every day. You don't want to miss anything. There's always something here. Okay. So, one of the big things now is gloves. Everybody's chasing gloves and want to sell gloves. So you just type in gloves, you go in here and you look at all the different opportunities. Again, make sure you go to last updated date, because you'll be searching around not seeing everything. But there's tons of opportunities here. 50 million nitro exam gloves. Okay. Now, this is just one thing to look at, but there's always opportunities. Kimberly Clark, and I don't want to send anybody on a wild goose chase, okay? Because look, I'm here to tell you, on all these glove ones, you got to have direct distributorships. There's things you got to have to make yourself viable for those contracts. So I don't want you chasing after things that everybody's chasing after. But we can get a little bit deeper here. Look, let's go back here, and let's say you're in construction. Let's just check some things. All right, and then let's click date signed here, or last update. And then there's different things here. There's something, building supplies for an outhouse, Eagle Island Confined Disposable Facility. There's just always things here that you can find. I don't care what you do. Look at the date, January 29th, 2021. That's an opportunity that is out there that you can go after. And you can even break this thing down. You can search for different types of set-asides. This is where it gets really cool. Click here and let's go to, let's say you're a service-disabled veteran-owned small business, okay? Boom. You click that. It pulls up only the opportunities that is available for SDVOSBs, okay? So it brings up all these different opportunities. So what I'm letting you know here is, if you decide to go ahead and get registered and you have any questions, there's a whole process to this. You got to get registered. You've got to make sure all your ducks in a row, your business information's in. You can do it as a sole prop, but you probably want to set up an LLC or something to protect you. But there's tons of opportunities here that you can go after that are right there. And it gives you the opportunity to break out of the hourly type wage if you've been thinking of starting your own business, and it allows you to grow yourself exponentially because you're putting your time in on yourself. You don't have to quit your job to do this. You can do this in part-time. But what I'm letting you know is the reason why I'm doing a stimulus check challenge is because I know firsthand, if I can do it, amputee, one-legged rascal from Snow Camp, North Carolina, can get all this knowledge and understand what's out there and available, that anybody can, especially if you have a great idea, a great product, or something that you want to promote and to believe in. Now, what I want you to do is, if you haven't seen it before, check out my YouTube channel, Johnathan Maness. Go back and look at like Airbrit 2. Look at We Got You Back. Look at Killy Medical Drain Carrier. Look at Arise, the Q2 solution. What these things do is they show you people who had an injury or had an idea, and they took this idea all the way from paper, made the product, made it a reality. Now I'm selling it to the VA for them through Maness Veteran Medical, VA or DOD. And these are outstanding products because they believe in them. They fought. There's blood, sweat, and tears in those products, and now they're out there changing people's lives. And that's what I stand behind every day at Maness Veteran Medical. Now, I don't want to get completely off on the medical side of things because, as I've been telling you, there's so much opportunity out there that is not just medical. Right now, there's so much green initiative. If you do any type of construction that is green, if you know how to do anything with solar panels, if you know how to do anything with saving money and saving energy, now is the time to look at all these opportunities, these green opportunities, because the budget is huge for these opportunities. And if you know how to do anything regarding that, now is time to go ahead and jump on that train and do that, okay? So let's do another thing. I want to show you something else. So I've showed you beta.sam.gov. I'm going back to share screen. Let's go to FPDS. FPDS.gov is where you go to find out who's won different types of contracts. So again, if I put in 423450, which is my primary NAICS code, let's see here. Let me clear this out. 423450. And then click search. It'll pull a list of all these different contracts that has been awarded. And what I'll do is I'll see who won the contracts all the way up to today. I'll go over here and click date signed. And once you click date signed, it should, there it goes. It reorders them. So here's who won contracts today. I mean, check this out. Alliant Enterprises, $21,651 for out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. You got Boundtree Medical, Dublin, Ohio. Okay, here's one. Alliant again won another one today. McKesson, of course. McKesson is a big player. They're winning. Canon Medical System, 56,000. Look at these numbers, y'all. These are life-changing numbers. Now, say you only make 5 or 10%. You're making 5 or 10% of $156,000. Okay, you're doing good. That's what it's all about. These opportunities are real. They do exist. It is not fake, and they are out there. And the coolest thing about all this that I'm trying to teach everyone on this stream today, these opportunities are out there for small guys like ourselves. They want us to go after these set-asides. If you don't go after the set-asides as a small business, the big guys win. All these big players, they're constantly going to win because there's not enough of us out here to go after all these set-asides. That's why I'm doing a call to action. I'm telling everybody that if you haven't started a business yet, 2021 right now is the time to start your own business and to do your own thing, whether it's on the side or full time. And I am the man, Johnathan Maness, the one-leg bandit, is the man to teach you what you need to know. You can email me at the1legbandit at manessveteranmedical.com, or you can call me at 727-452-5452. If anybody wants to call me right now, you can call me and I will answer your call on this live stream, and I will answer any questions you might have. So I'm going to remove that off of the share screen, okay? So 1 second, I'm going to stop share. Well, it's fine. It's fine if I keep the share going. But so what we're talking about tonight is making money, okay, and being your own person. And a lot of times I do my partnership talks. I'm talking about the products and all that. And you really have to look at what I'm doing there. Now, I'm way beyond with these companies because I've already took them under my wing and they're part of Maness Veteran Medical and I'm getting them going. But there's a lot of people out there that's listening or going to see this that is just not sure themselves yet and don't really know which way to go. And that's who I want to talk to. I need to give you the basic information so you can get started or at least get a plan together and not be afraid of this massive thing called federal contracting, because there's so many set-asides. You may not have heard of these, but I want to run through them. There's woman-owned small business. There's minority-owned business. There's service-disabled veteran. There's veteran-owned. There's 8A, which is part of the minority-owned business. Then there's so many different platforms out there. You got, you can do what's called simplified acquisition or sole source. You can do GSA. You can do ECAT. You can do bid solicitations. There's just so many different ways out there to make money and to grow. So, don't be afraid of all of it. All I can tell you is that you'll see when I take you to sam.gov right here, we click on beta.sam.gov. Let me add this to the stream. Go to beta.sam.gov. Okay, and there are set-asides for woman-owned. Let's go and click. Let's do this. Let's do next code. Okay, let's do 423450 medical dental. Boom, and then let's do not service disabled. Let's do woman-owned small business. Boom, right there, set aside. And there it is. And let's see what we got, if there is any. There's no, okay, there is no woman-owned, but I'm probably doing something wrong here. All right, here we go. So there's medical reagents for Okinawa. There's STS mannequin, field sanitation kit, and medical supplies. Okay, so there's different opportunities there. So let's just take out the set-asides, though, and just because I'm probably clicking something wrong here, and just click clear all, and then do 423450. Boom. And let's see what's going on here, and let's do the last uploaded date. There we go. So light cable, guidance subsystem, forestry service. Okay, so there's different opportunities popping up here right now, but all I want you to know is there's just so much information here, all award data, contract opportunities. So just remember beta.sam.gov. And remember, whenever you're trying to get set up and trying to get going with sam.gov and get your DUNS number and things of that matter, if you have any questions, I want you to reach out to me. Hold on, I'm going to check the chat now and see if I have anybody. Okay, good. So we got some things. So owning a business, is a lot of work, and definitely you can still do it, though, having a job, having a family. So yeah, don't let any of those things stop you at all. I mean, go ahead and jump on it. I mean, it only takes about an hour or so to get your LLC set up, and then there's other things that take a little bit of time, but we can work on that through the night or through the weekend and just knock things out day by day. We just create a opportunity, a platform, and we go for it, okay? I'm thinking about getting into federal contracting. How do I know if my product or service is a good fit? Great question. So we can do what I just showed you. We can check some federal data, and do reverse engineering to find out if it's a good fit. Or you can search for opportunities. Or one of the coolest things to do is to check for your competition's name. Okay, so if for example, let's just do this. Okay, we're going to go here to Federal Procurement Data System. I got to click on add to stream. So here we go, Federal Procurement Data System. All right, so let's type in pest control, or just pest. Okay, and let's type in North Carolina. So pest NC. Let's see what comes up. All right, so say you was into pest control in the state of North Carolina, okay, and then you click date sign. You want to see who's getting all these contracts, okay? Well, the answer is Whirl Contracting, okay? Whirl out of Goldsboro, North Carolina. Frontier Pest Control out of Durham, North Carolina. These are people who are in pest control who are winning different contracts in your area. Now, here's Frontier Pest Control, got a contract in Durham for the U.S. Coast Guard. Sustainable pest systems. So if you want to check your state and check who's winning it, use this thing right here. And that will be a good way to check and say, okay, yeah, I need to get in this game. This guy's getting $169,000 to do pest control services in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Or it may not be in Goldsboro. They're out of Goldsboro, but wherever it is, they're doing something in a national cemetery, okay? So come on now. These are opportunities that you can do if if you're into pest control, if you're into construction, whatever you may be into, these opportunities pay good money. Sustainable pest systems. Right here, they're out of Raleigh. They got a contract through the Naval Facility Engineering in Mid-Atlantic. Let's see here. Whirl. I mean, there's just tons of opportunity. That's just in North Carolina. Let's check Florida. Let's see who's getting this pest contracts in Florida. Boom. Remember to click date sign, and it'll pull it to the top. And let's see how many contracts are going on down in Florida. There was one just awarded the 27th to Orkin, the 7th. You got Mitzel John has got one. Orkin. So Orkin's a big player down here. Look, this is a big business probably, or they might be broken up into small business, but there's opportunity right there. McCall Service, Orkin. so there's opportunity. Florida Pest and Control, Chemical and Control Company. So there's just tons of opportunities. Look at this. Department of the Navy, $313,369 to eliminate pests. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care if it was a bunch of 7-foot long snakes that I had to go and pull out. If they were not venomous, I would go grab them suckers for $313,000 a year or whatever it might be. So now I'm just talking ad lib. I'm not actually digging into the contract. I don't want to knock the contract. But what I do want to let you know is that for that type of money, there's not many pests out there that I wouldn't go after and get. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that. So there we go. So let's see here. What else we got going on here? All right, more chat coming up. Let's see here. This is a daunting task starting at yeah. All right, so look, let's take this all the way back a minute. Some people are saying this is a daunting task getting set up as a federal contractor. Yes, it absolutely is. I mean, it's not like it's just the easiest thing in the world, but nothing is easy that is successful or that makes you feel good. You have to grind, you have to get it. I mean, me and my wife Laura have been working our butts off just forever, it feels like, but it's been so sweet because first you gain success for yourself, then you get to help others with success. So it's not easy. It is time consuming, but that is what I'm letting you know. I am here for you. I have all the answers. And if I don't have the answer, I know who to call to get the answer because I've been around and made so many connections and just I can get you any answer for whatever field or industry you're in. So do not delay. If you want to start your business and do what I'm doing, challenging you to do with the stimulus check challenge to start your business, go ahead and do it. Call me today. Do not delay. So let's see here. All right. So great question. So I just got a question. What is a set aside and how is it beneficial? All right. Here is a great question. So a set aside, again, is woman-owned business, minority-owned, veteran-owned, service-disabled veteran-owned. What they are beneficial for is when an opportunity comes out, if a procurement officer puts it out under those set asides, only those type of set asides can go after that opportunity. If not enough set-asides go after the opportunity, then they'll re-put it back out for open market. But what they're basically doing is saying, okay, here's an opportunity we want to give to a woman-owned small business. We want to give this to a veteran. So you have the first crack at it. If you have a good price and you have the solution, you will, or a veteran or a service-disabled veteran, and you're going after that type of set-aside, you will win that opportunity. It will not make it out to open market or to full bid. You will have your chance of doing it. So what it greatly does is it eliminates your competition and it gives you a chance to be successful. Why? Because you cannot be successful with all these other big guys out here. If somebody's selling $5 million worth of a product every year, their price is going to be much lower, and you just can't compete. You can't sometimes. So you have to look for opportunities like this so you can compete and have an opportunity to go after these set-asides. And the VA and the federal government, they know that they know that they got to put opportunities out there because they know that there's a lot of us small businesses out there that's living and trying to fight for those. So, it also helps them. Anytime that they can give a contract to a small business, it normally leads to more dollars for that small business set aside next year. So I strongly stand behind the set aside. I'm a service disabled veteran myself. I use my SDVOSB set aside as much as possible. So you have to, so you can make some money and compete. Yeah, so I just had a question about the GSA. Can I talk a little bit about the GSA and how do we know if we belong there? So what I would again do is tell you to go to GSA Advantage, look and see what type of products are on there, and look and see if you fall in the GSA. If you have any questions, it's a much bigger animal. It takes about 6 months to a year to get onto a GSA, depending on who you have doing it for you and how good they are. We are very good at it. We know how to do all that, so that's no problem. But a lot of people really just don't know, and it's a very daunting task. So the GSA is a whole nother ballgame. But once I get you going as a federal contractor, if the demand is there and we do enough in the first year, so the first 6 months, we'll go ahead and start talking about a GSA schedule and and get you pumped up and get you moving forward on the GSA schedule. So that's another contracting vehicle that is out there. A lot of people hear about it all the time, GSA, but a lot of people that come to me are definitely not qualified for the GSA yet and have no idea and think that that's the answer. See, a lot of the problem out there is confusion and not knowing the answer to what you're looking for. Again, my name is Johnathan Maness. I'm the One Leg Bandit, and I have made people millions and millions of dollars. I've done over $1 billion in federal contracting for me and my partners over the last 12 years. And I'm so proud that I've been able to do that because, you know, it's gratifying to be able to help people with success. That, you know, a lot of people that I helped would have never ever got there if they wouldn't have partnered with me or understood or let me teach them the ways to do it, because it's just too challenging. There's too many boxes that have to be checked off to get to the finish line, and they make it that way for a reason. That they don't want everybody out here trying, just throwing something at the wall and hoping that it sticks. They want you dedicated to be a federal contractor. So just lots of opportunity to make money. And the reason, again, why I'm here tonight on LinkedIn Live and on all these platforms, I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, is because I want to give everybody that wants to know how to make money a chance to make money. And all you got to do is pick up that phone and call me, and I will get you on the right track. All right. So one person in the chat just said, why do you have so much passion about this? It's because I know now, after working hard for other people, the freedom of being your own type of boss, and also being able to help others the way you want to help them. And that's what being a CEO and being able to be in charge of your own business does. It gives you that type of passion to keep pushing every day. It's Friday night. A lot of people, are out just chilling. I want to be here with y'all because I know how it changes your life whenever you listen and you're able to grow your business. So my passion just comes from wanting to take care of my family, wanting to be better, wanting to grow people, and doing a lot out of love, because I've seen what love turns into. It turns into partnerships, which turns into the highest quality products getting to the VA, which turns into saving people's lives. I know for a fact our products that we've gotten to the VA has saved people's lives. There's no doubt about it. Moleculite, MindTech, all these cool things. I mean, even things like the Q2 solution that you use to turn people over to help them from getting bed ulcers, that saves people's lives because it doesn't allow them to get those ulcers, which can kill you. So my passion and my caring has been able to do what I wanted to do. And I know that there's people out there that just don't know the answer right now, that is thinking, hey, how am I going to make it? I can definitely help you. Also, it's about, controlling your own destiny, being able to wake up in the morning and kind of guide your ship which way you want to go. Now, the winds will grab you. It'll pull you to the left. It'll pull you to the right. It might even smash you into the rocks sometimes, and you have to go into port and refix your ship. But you are still in control of that destiny, and you don't give up your captainhood, your leadership, unless you choose to. So whenever you jump into being a CEO of your own business, you have to just take it as it comes and guide your people. And as long as you do everything right and you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things truthfully and honestly, you will never have a problem. Okay. I'm a firm believer. If you do the right thing every day, you never have to worry about your job or your pay. And that is 100% fact. So don't worry about that. Let me take a little minute to pause here. Maness Veteran Medical, I have all sorts of COVID-19 testing. I have the antigen test. I have the antibody test. Doing a lot of those right now. A lot of things are going where you might even have to get tested to fly somewhere. They are CLIA waived. If you have a CLIA number, please call me. I can get them out to you, ship them tomorrow. I have a lot of them because I do a lot with federal contracts. And thank you, everybody, for all your support and sticking with Maness Veteran Medical. It's been great. That's another way that I'm helping getting this outstanding COVID test out to everybody that needs them with a CLIA number. So thank you. All right. So what is my favorite part about working in government contracting? What is the most challenging part? Okay. My favorite part about working with government contracting is the pursuit of these opportunities. It's kind of like I don't know. In my mind, it's kind of like treasure hunting. Okay. So first you got to create a partnership, and then you go out here and you start hunting these opportunities down. And then the next thing you know it, you land a $1.7 million bed contract, and you start getting beds out to the hospitals, and, just whatever you might be doing, it's just an exciting way, because you know that the VAs, there's so much opportunity out there in my world, in the VA world, that they're going to need all these new products. You just have to align yourself properly with the products. And I like doing that. I like being able to choose the products. I don't go after everything. If you look at Maness Veteran Medical, we only go after the highest quality. Why? Because when you start going after the cheap stuff and you start worrying about the money, what happens is you make money as a person, but the veterans' care goes down. I know this because I'm a veteran and I was in the VA 6-7 years ago. VA had garbage in there. I mean, all the way down to the tables that you sat on was garbage with duct tape and just garbage. And I said, I'm going to change this, and we are changing it. I'm letting you know right now, the VA is lifting up the type of products that they have because of people like myself who actually care. I am not in this 100% for the money. Everybody's doing it to make a living, but I'm in this for the highest quality products and the highest quality partnership and love of doing what I do. What's the most challenging part? Okay, here's the most challenging part of federal contracting, okay? This is the most challenging part. This is when I would say that your ship hits a rock, okay? You spend 3 to 6 months working on an opportunity that you know is yours. It's down your wheelhouse. It's exactly what you do, and you feel you have the best possible solution. And you know that you have the best possible solution. But then the contract comes out, and you find out you lose the contract by $5,000. And it could be, this has happened to me on contracts that are $600,000-$700,000. That sucker punches you right in the stomach, and it makes you so upset. But I've learned that it's part of the game. But, sometimes you wonder how they can get that close on the price, but you can't argue that, you can't dig into all that. You'd spend your entire life figuring out what's going on. But what I do want to let everybody know, that's the most challenging part, putting so much effort into these opportunities and then not winning. But you got to be willing to do that. You got to be willing to take the punches, roll with it, and not be afraid to fail, because you're going to fail. You're going to win 1 out or 2 out of 10. And that's if you're lucky. When you're starting, it's 1 or 2 out of 30 or 20, just because you got to learn what you're doing. But that's why you align yourself with people like me and get over that hump, because time is money. And if you pick up that phone or you email me, your chances of going up are going up and winning a federal contract, because I don't BS, and I'll tell you immediately whether you have an opportunity or what you need to do to have an opportunity. Because the number one thing that makes me the maddest that I could possibly get is when people are not understanding where you're going from the beginning. You have to know, and I'm a straight shooter. So if you have any questions out there, you feel like you don't know the answer to something, or you've been skewed a little bit, just call me and let me get you on the right track. I will tell you exactly what you need to do to be successful. All right, let me check to see the chat here. Again, if anybody has any questions or comments, please comment on the boards. They come in a little bit slow because I'm on 4 different platforms. And this platform that I stream on is not the most friendliest with chat, but it's all good. I'm getting them. They're just slow. So keep sending them to me if you have any questions about what's going on here. 1 second. I just want to check and see what's going on. I just got another. Let's see here. So, yeah, I would strongly. All right, the question is, what type of opportunity does it matter the dollar amount of the opportunity that you're going after for your first contract? The answer to that is, I always tell people to try to start smaller to win some past performance. But the answer to that is absolutely not. It does not matter if you have a solution to the problem. For example, we're working with a partner now, just won a $1.7 million contract in South Carolina for construction. $1.7 million, their very first contract. No joke, their very first contract. They bid on it. They did very good. But here's the reason why they won. Because they know what they're doing from the beginning. They had already been doing a lot of contracting for themselves, for state, for local, and they were ready to step up to the game, and they had excellent pricing, and they have all the tools to complete the contract. So they knew what they were doing when they were going after that $1.7 million contract, and they won it, the very first one that they went after. Now, so the dollar amount in my mind has nothing to do with it. The solution has something to do with it. And I'll be first and foremost to tell you that the solution is the most important part, because if you won a $1.7 million contract and you did not do it properly, you'll never get another contract. They might even rescind that contract from you. So the last thing I would ever want anybody to do is try to go after contracts that's too big for them starting out the gate, because if you get some bad past performance on your peeper system, you're never going to get another contract. I mean, it's just all it is. You'll have to wait a few years, and try again. Or I always tell people to just keep going. Sometimes you have a bad outcome, due to no fault of your own. I mean, there's a ton of people that I know right now that has won different types of contracts in the medical field and got bad past performance because they did not get everything done. It wasn't their fault. I mean, some of their stuff it was taken at the border as it was coming through or whatever, seized because the DOD needed it. But still, there's certain opportunities that you got to be careful going out and going after. So again, it does not matter what dollar amount you're going after, but it does matter about do you have the solution for the contract? So let's review here what we've talked about tonight. We talked about making money through federal contracting. Maybe utilizing your stimulus check to start your own business. Calling Maness Veteran Medical, calling myself if you have any questions. I'm so thankful. I've already, since the stimulus check challenge, I've helped 57 different people. Now, not everybody are doing certain things, but I've kept a track of just questions answered. What I'm going to 57 people this month since the first stimulus check challenge that I put out there. So if you would all help me by clicking follow and subscribing to my YouTube channel and sharing this out, because you may not need this. You may think you have all the answers in the world. You might have it. You might already be a successful federal contractor. There's so many people out there that need my information and need to grow, and I can help them grow. So if you would share me, I would feel very grateful, and thank you in advance for that. So we also talked about beta.sam.gov, looking for the different opportunities. And we also talked about FPDS and checking the reverse lookup, finding out what opportunities has been won and who won them, and checking out how Chuck and the truck down the street is winning federal contracts and you're not, and trying to figure out what's going on there. So we've hit a lot of topics tonight. I've spent about 40 minutes into this, but look, I appreciate everybody so much. We're doing great things. We've got some great live streams coming up next week, so please check them out. I got some good partners and people just wanting to share their story of being a small business and what it takes to be a successful small business and to keep pushing forward. Please check out my YouTube and check out all the past ones. Again, Air Brit 2, we got you back. Q2 Solution. Any of those things, Kelly Medical Drain Care. Look at how they had that idea and they went from zero to all the way to selling their product just because they believe in themselves. And that's what I'm trying to do tonight. I want to motivate you. Pick up that phone, call me, email me, let me know what you need to do. I just really appreciate all of you. Love you to death. Thank you for your time and for spending time with me tonight on Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful night and share this video. I'll talk to you all later, probably Monday, and hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.